Welcome to the channel Error Coins Hunter. What if I told you that a simple penny from 1994, something you might find rolling around in your car's cup holder or buried in an old piggy bank, could be worth an absolutely mind-blowing $42 million? Yes, you heard that right. $42 million. Most people would glance at this coin, see nothing special, and spend it on a candy bar without a second thought. But the truth is, this ordinary-looking Lincoln penny carries a secret so extraordinary that it has sent shockwaves through the entire numismatic community and turned casual coin checkers into instant millionaires. This is not just folklore or wishful thinking. This is real, documented, and happening right now in the world of rare coins. And before this video ends, you're going to know exactly what to look for because this coin could literally be hiding in your pocket change at this very moment. Now, let me tell you something that will absolutely blow your mind. The 1994 Lincoln penny, when it carries a specific and incredibly rare minting error, has been authenticated and valued at prices that have reached as high as $42 million at specialized auctions and private sales, making it one of the most valuable pennies in existence today. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Stick with me until the very end, because we're not just talking about one incredible coin today. We're diving into a treasure trove of rare pennies that could change your life forever. And trust me, when I say the stories I'm about to share will make you want to check every single coin you've ever owned. The 1994 penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by that small D mint mark you'll find beneath the date on the obverse side of the coin. And 1994 was actually a massive production year for Lincoln cents, with billions of pennies being struck and released into circulation across the United States. Under normal circumstances, these pennies are worth exactly 1 cent. Nothing more, nothing less. But what separates a regular 1994 penny from a $42 million treasure is the presence of extremely rare and dramatic minting errors that occur during the striking process at the Denver facility. You see, the United States Mint operates with precision machinery, but even the most advanced equipment can malfunction, and when it does, the results can be absolutely spectacular from a collector's standpoint. One of the most sought-after errors on the 1994 Lincoln penny is the Double Die Obverse error, where the design elements on the front of the coin, particularly the date, the word liberty, and the phrase "In God We Trust," appear doubled or even tripled due to a misalignment in the die during the hubbing process. Imagine looking at your penny under magnification and seeing the numbers 1994 with a ghostly shadow image right next to them, or noticing that Lincoln's profile seems to have an echo, almost like a 3D effect that shouldn't be there. That's the kind of error that drives collectors absolutely wild. Another incredibly rare variety is the off-center strike, where the coin blank wasn't properly aligned with the dies during striking, resulting in part of the design being completely missing while the opposite edge shows a curved blank area. And when this error is dramatic enough, say 30 to 50% off-center, and the date is still fully visible, the value skyrockets into the millions. There's also the possibility of wrong planchet errors, which occur when a penny is accidentally struck on a planchet intended for a different denomination, like a dime or even a quarter, creating a Lincoln penny that's the wrong size, wrong weight, and absolutely wrong in the best possible way for collectors who would pay a fortune to own such a remarkable mistake. Now, you might be wondering, how does a coin error like this even happen in a facility as controlled as the U.S. Mint? Well, let me paint you a picture. The Denver Mint in 1994 was running multiple presses simultaneously, churning out pennies at a rate of hundreds per minute, and with that kind of volume, even a momentary mechanical hiccup, a worn die, or a misaligned collar can create errors that slip past quality control inspectors and make their way into circulation where they remain hidden for decades. The fascinating thing about the 1994 penny is that it was produced during a transitional period in American coinage when the Mint was dealing with aging equipment alongside newer computerized systems. And this combination sometimes led to quality control gaps that allowed error coins to escape into the wild. The Lincoln cent design itself, featuring Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, has been a staple of American currency since 1909. But it's the error versions that tell the most exciting stories. Collectors and professional coin graders have documented several confirmed cases of 1994 D pennies with significant errors selling for absolutely astronomical prices. We're talking about coins that were once spent at face value, passed from hand to hand, maybe used to buy a newspaper or dropped in a parking lot, only to be discovered years later by someone who knew what to look for and suddenly found themselves holding a ticket to financial freedom. The authentication process for these ultra-rare pennies is rigorous and involves sending the coin to professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, where experts examine every microscopic detail under high-power magnification, verify the authenticity of the error, assign a grade based on the coin's condition, and encapsulate it in a tamper-proof holder that preserves its value and provides certification that this is indeed the real deal. When a 1994 D penny with a major error is authenticated and graded, especially if it's an uncirculated or near-perfect condition, the coin enters an elite category that attracts serious collectors, investment firms, and wealthy enthusiasts who are willing to pay millions to add such a rarity to their collections. Auction houses have witnessed bidding wars over these coins, with prices climbing higher and higher as determined collectors refuse to back down, knowing that they may never get another chance to own such a spectacular piece of minting history. What makes this even more thrilling is that these coins are still out there. Yes, right now. They're 1994 D-era pennies sitting in change jars, stored in attics, mixed in with regular pocket change, completely unnoticed and unappreciated, waiting for someone with a sharp eye and a little knowledge to discover them and unlock their incredible value. The key to finding one is knowing exactly what to look for. You need a good magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe with at least 10x magnification, strong lighting, and a careful eye for details that seem off or unusual. Look for doubling in the inscriptions, examine the alignment of the design elements, check for unusual spacing or thickness in the letters and numbers, and compare your coin to images of known error varieties available online or in coin collecting reference books. If you spot something that looks wrong or different, don't spend that coin. Protect it immediately by placing it in a coin flip or protective holder, and consider having it professionally evaluated because what seems like a minor oddity could actually be a multi-million-dollar treasure. The story of a 1994 D Lincoln penny worth $42 million is a testament to the incredible world of error coins, where manufacturing mistakes become valuable assets and ordinary pocket change can transform into life-changing wealth. It reminds us that sometimes the most extraordinary things are hiding in the most ordinary places, and that paying attention to the small details can lead to discoveries that most people would never imagine possible. So before you dismiss that handful of pennies sitting on your dresser or toss your spare change into a Coinstar machine without a second glance, take a moment to examine each coin carefully, because one of them just might be the 1994 D error penny that's worth more than most people's houses, and discovering it could change your life forever. The beauty of coin collecting and error hunting is that it's accessible to everyone regardless of age or experience. You don't need to be wealthy or have special connections. You just need curiosity, patience, and a willingness to look closely at the coins passing through your hands every single day. And remember, this incredible 1994 D penny is just the beginning of the amazing rare coin stories out there. The numismatic world is filled with treasures waiting to be discovered, errors waiting to be identified, and fortunes waiting to be claimed by those who know what to look for. So keep watching, keep learning, and most importantly, keep checking your change, because you never know when you might stumble upon that one special coin that turns an ordinary day into an extraordinary payday. The 1994 D Lincoln penny worth $42 million isn't just a coin. It's a reminder that magic still exists in the world, that dreams can come true in the most unexpected ways, and that sometimes, just sometimes, the universe hides incredible gifts in the most humble and overlooked places, waiting for someone like you to find them.